we've got the Haoqi bike here. I don't know how to say it. Haoqi, something. Anyway, we've got this bike here. I love the way this bike looks, but I want to do one thing to it real quick. The Scrambler look, really cool. I want to add a different look to the handlebars. So I'm gonna go ahead and change those handlebars out, give this bike a little more cafe racer look to it. We've got this swept bar we're gonna put on there, a little bit swept downward, and I think it should really change up the look. So let's go ahead, get that other stuff off and see what it looks like. Just a little quick project on this one to give it a little more pizzazz. Just like that, we're done. Look at the look of that bike now, huh? How cool is that looking? Just completely transforms the look of the bike. You can see the profile got real low. It's very cafe racer-like. I love this tank battery too. That looks so cool. Very retro, very nice. Now the looks kind of match the bike. I think that this is a great direction for this bike. I love that seat. I love these handlebars now. The overall slope back look, very cool. So we'll continue doing some stuff. I got some road tires we're gonna throw on it too, with some white lettering. That'll look really cool. And then maybe we'll ditch these pedal cranks because I'm not into that stuff. I'll make a cool little cafe racer. It only does like 25 miles an hour, or 28, I think we did, close to 30. But you know, for what it is, it's an ultralight. This is an ultralight motorcycle. I'll show you guys another example that we built if you haven't seen it yet, so you can compare the two. Here they are head to head, so you can see the two bikes. This is the other one that we did. This is the Aerial Rider X-Class, and this one's kind of special because we added the cool seat, we got the drop bars, we did a lot of stuff. We put the road tires on it, and also upgraded it from a 52 volt system to a 60 volt system. So we still have the factory size battery, is just a 60 volt version. Then we added a second 60 volt battery to the back, 60 volt controller. This thing does 50 miles an hour completely wrapped out. While this one, 30 miles an hour, but it's completely stock still. You can see we got rid of the pedal crank, we got rid of the chain and all that stuff, the gear selector, we don't need any of that. So we might do something similar on this one just because I love the direction that it's going. I love that look. Tell me what you guys think. Which one do you like better? And obviously, you know, this one's not quite as fast as that one, but equally as cool, I think. Just has that look to it. And that's what we're really going for. We want a stylish Scrambler, cafe racer. These are ultralights. I call them ultralights because they're pretty much motorcycles. They're not bicycles really. And you know, still has the pedals and stuff, but man, you don't want to pedal these things. And anything going 30 miles an hour is pretty quick for a bicycle. So I call them ultralight motorcycles, or ultralight e-cycles, ultralight e-cycles. And I'm kind of into it. This is great for getting around town. If you live in a city, you know, 30 miles an hour is plenty. And if you need a little more top end, you do something wild like that. Get yourself closer to 50. But a really cool comparison. You can see these two bikes and how they both kind of look the part. So I'm gonna get the tires, we'll size them up and see how they look. Maybe we'll just switch those out on this bike just to get a more road going look. The off-road tires are cool, they're good for, you know, grip off-road, but I'm not gonna go off-road with this. It's a hardtail, it doesn't even have rear suspension. So the Aerial Rider does have a rear suspension, as you can see. And we've upgraded that as well to a D&M air shock. So Brakes are upgraded on this, obviously, for the extra speed as well. Don't really need to do it. Glad it has hydraulic brakes, though. Twist throttle, it's a half twist, but still a twist. That's a good upgrade for these bikes. Nice headlight. I love these like LED motorcycle looking headlights. That's so cool. Big fork, as you can see. It's a motorcycle style fork, nice and big. So overall, really nice bike. And we're gonna make it even nicer. I'll go grab those tires just to see what it's gonna look like. Here's the Kenda tires we were talking about. As you can see, we've got the white or reflective lettering. It's got to look pretty sharp. And it's a street tread, as we were saying. So this is gonna be more apt for the road. So we'll take a look. Maybe we'll throw those on, just see how it feels. Should quiet down the ride, make it really smooth, maybe even get us a little extra range. Who knows? Either way, an easy upgrade you can do to your e-bike, and just to improve or change the ride and even the looks. Give it a little more motorcycle look to it. Because what's cooler than having a little mini ultralight motorcycle? You don't need a license for it. You can just ride it. Ride it on a sidewalk. Go 20. Don't break any rules. No one's gonna hassle you as long as you don't go so fast. Don't go crazy. And you can still get where you need to go. Super cool. All right, so now we're going ahead and, like I explained before, I'm gonna remove the cranks, the pedals, as you can see here. Get that off of there on that side. We got our pedal crank, puller we already used on this side. And we just broke the chain here, so we're gonna get that off of there. And that smooths this out pretty well. And a little bit of a process to get the cassette off the rear wheel. And then we'll remove the derailleur and the line for the gear select and stuff like that, because we don't need that anymore. But first step's done. So let's go ahead and finish that up. All right, rain is coming down, as you can hear, so we're not gonna be able to test it, but we've got the pegs on it. I went ahead. I was gonna put pegs here like I did on the other bike, but it's too far forward. It doesn't feel natural. So I put a set of these pegs right there. These are some rear pegs that I had off the other bike. They fit perfect. I bolted them right on, and the foot position is perfect. So now we're looking good. This thing, no longer a bicycle, an ultralight motorcycle. Can't wait. Let's get it out. Wait for the weather, obviously. Maybe tomorrow. We'll take it out, take it for a spin. But man, I like the way that looks. This simplifies everything. You can see quite a bit of weight taken off, probably like 5 or 6 pounds of weight, which makes quite a difference on a little lightweight bike like this. So we'll take it out, take it for a spin as it sits. I'm excited. This bike looks cool. Another thing I did, which you can do with these, is I dropped it in the front a couple of inches. So you can see the fork is adjustable, just like on a regular motorcycle. So it sits way more flat now. So I'm liking it. What a cool bike this is. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm excited for it. Anyway, we'll wait for the weather and we'll take it for a spin. Okay, so we're here with the Haoqi Rhino. We've done a couple of mods to it, as you can see. We've added this swept handlebar. We took the pedals off. This is not a bicycle anymore. It's an ultralight motorcycle, we're gonna call it, or e-cycle. So I wanted to do just a baseline test to show you guys. This is on the stock 48 volt battery and controller, motor, all that. We got our GPS set up. We're gonna see what the speeds look like and just see overall how it rides with the modifications we did. The pedal position is perfect, feels great. Let's go ahead and just use throttle only and see what kind of speed we get now. Before we were able to do, I think, 28, 29 miles an hour top. So let's see what we got now. 30, GPS 30. So there you go. An honest 30 miles per hour. I'm just gonna keep on holding it here. It's holding very nicely, right at 30 miles an hour. So with all the stock stuff on it, we were able to do 30 miles an hour. That's pretty good. 30.5 to be exact. So an honest 30 mile an hour. And we were showing just almost 31 on the dash. So it's very accurate and proven at this point. That's really a great starting point. This bike, I feel like this bike is going to be an awesome little modification bike, just considering the way it looks and everything that comes with it. I think that we've got quite a bit of potential here. It feels great. It's very nimble. The wheelbase is a little bit shorter than some of the other bikes that I've tested in this class, but I'm really excited over the overall look and dimensions. And I have a great plan, because this area here is nice size. You can put a decent sized controller in there, and we can really boost this thing up. I think with like a 60 volt or maybe even a 72 volt battery, this is a 50 mile an hour bike. And we'll have to upgrade the brakes and everything that goes with it, so stay along for that. It's a hardtail, so nothing crazy as far as like off-road or anything like that, but on-road definitely has a lot of potential. So really cool. We'll just go ahead and take her home now, but hopefully you guys are as excited as I am for the Haoqi Rhino, the little scrambler we built out of this thing. Anyway, that'll do it. I'm gonna do one more acceleration test. We'll see how quick it gets to you know, that 25-30 mile an hour range. All right, ready? All throttle, here we go. 15, 20, 25. Pretty good. So it gets to 20 pretty quick. The 25, you can start to see it starts to wane off a little bit. So this controller is probably only like a 15 amp controller, maybe even less. It needs more juice to accelerate any better, but it's not bad. The acceleration from a standstill is really not bad at all, considering what we're working with. So there's a lot of potential there. I'm definitely excited about this. You can see, I mean, as soon as I hit the throttle, it's going, and it's really not hesitating at all. So I'd feel confident with this in a city environment for sure. Really cool. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one.